Once again, it's Celine Monique, and we're going to be talking all about putting in the work. If your manifestations have not been coming the way that you want them to, I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to keep putting in the work. So, stay tuned. Okay, so once again, it's Celine Monique, and I am your manifesting coach, and I'm here to let you know that you can live the life of your dreams. You just have to be in control of your thoughts. Okay, so we're gonna just talk about really putting in the work today. Okay, putting in the manifesting work. I know that there is a lot of challenges that come around manifesting. And it can get difficult at times, or it can appear to be difficult. But if we remember that we are in control, we can actually change the way that we manifest, and we can do it in a much smoother, just a better way. Okay. So like I said, I understand that manifesting can be very, very challenging at times, especially when things in your 3D world are not lining up to what is happening, or what you are trying to make happen. And so it can take a long time, just depending. I mean, some of my manifestations, they come instantly. And I've had several instant manifestations where it's just been like boom, like they appear within a matter of moments or a few hours, very, very quickly. Okay. And then we have those other manifesting moments where it's just like, okay, you're not seeing any movement. You're not seeing anything. Nothing is happening. Your 3D world is probably maybe displaying the exact opposite of what you are trying to manifest. And so, it can be very, very tough. This can make you feel like, it's not working. Something is, it's not happening for you. What are you doing wrong? You start to question. Those worries, doubts start to pop up. Like you start to worry about, okay, why isn't this showing up? It's probably never going to show up. And you start thinking about, wow, it's taken a long time. Did I do something wrong? So I really want us to get into the mode of understanding that you have to put in a certain amount of work. It's just like manifesting in brain work, because it's really a brain thing. And if you want to get more into the quantum physics of it and learn more about the brain activity that's happening, I do suggest like reading Dr. Joe Dispenza's books, Becoming Supernatural, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, and all those great books. And there's other great artists, authors out there that can lead you and guide you in that direction. But it's really important that you understand that your brain is a muscle. Okay, the brain is an actual muscle, just like your physical muscles. If you work out, if you go to the gym, that you can go one day. So let's say like you go on Monday, okay, and you go and work out. You do this great heavy duty 2-hour workout. You're feeling great. And then Tuesday comes and you don't work out. Wednesday comes, you don't work out. Thursday comes, you might do a few push-ups, but you didn't really get in that 2-hour workout. Friday comes, you didn't work out. Saturday, you're like, okay, let me go back to the gym. So what ends up happening is like you're not consistent. So what happens with your body is it's not being built up. Now, what would have happened if you went to the gym on Monday and put in that 2 hours, and then Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, maybe take Friday off, and then you go Saturday? You're going to start to see more results within your body, right? So the brain is like the exact same thing. You have to train your brain to believe. You have to train your brain to go towards thoughts that actually benefit you and that resonate with you and align with your dream life, and stay away from those thoughts which are not. And I saw something really, really interesting the other day. Somebody had posted a meme on Instagram. I think it was Portia Williams. She's like on the Housewives of Atlanta, but she had posted something. I should pull it up, but it was just like, if the voice in it pretty much, this is just the basis of it. It's not word for word, but like, if the voice in your head is not aligning with your dreams, then it's not from yourself and it's not from God. So if you are getting, these voices or like thoughts and in your mind, and they're telling you, you know, oh, you're ugly, or you're not worthy, you're broke, and all these things that are negative, that are not aligning with your purpose and not aligning with who you are as an individual, then more than likely it is not from you, and it's definitely not from God. So we need to be able to turn that voice off. And I mean, I'm Muslim, so I already know who about the whispers of the shaitan, you know, the whispers of the devil. And so you have to, one of the really important parts about manifesting is that you have to be able to distinguish between which thoughts serve you and which ones are there to cause you harm, and they're not, clearly not from the creator. And we want to get on that creator, we want to get on that wavelength and that vibration of being in the presence of the creator and allowing him to guide us. And so in order to do that, we got to put in the work. We have to be tuned into our thoughts and make sure that we are not getting into, you know, we just got to be aware of our thoughts. We really, really have to be on that wavelength, okay? So some things that happen when we are manifesting that can throw us off, although we may be on the right track, but it tends to throw people off, and it can send you spiraling and send you away from your manifestation, or your manifestation may get halted mid, you know, production, okay, mid creation, because of a thought that you had. So, you know, or that you didn't understand that this is something that comes along with manifesting. So one of the things that come along with manifesting is that you might lose something. And so, you know, let's say that you are manifesting a new house. So what may end up happening is your old house, you might start to see, you know, things might start breaking down. This actually happened to me, guys. This happened to me. So I was, you know, towards the end of my marriage, I actually owned a home. I owned my home. And when I was in my home, my life started to kind of crumble. And really what it was, how do I want to put this? It crumbled in a way that was like it needed to die, or it needed to like be destroyed in order for my new beautiful life to emerge. So it's kind of like when those forest fires happen, and like it's like a natural occurrence, and like this beautiful forest just catches on fire, maybe from a lightning strike, or a camper didn't put out their fire all the way, and the next thing you know, the entire forest is burned down. Well, what happens next? A new forest has room to grow. And so one of the things that end up happening is that you know, that in order for that new beautiful forest to emerge, the old forest had to die. So pretty much that started to happen to me. So I really was thinking of moving to a new house. What ended up happening is, like, I think first my washing machine broke down. Like, I didn't have a washing machine. The dryer, I think, still worked, but my washing machine just decided it wasn't going to work anymore. Then I had this like skylight window in my bathroom, and this huge tree was outside of my house, and the tree had overgrown on top of the skylight. And so there was like an army of carpenter ants, and I just remember just being totally creeped out by this whole thing. But they were climbing up this tree, and they were eating the wood on my roof and coming in through that window. So there was like these carpenter ants that started to eat away in my room. And I'm like totally like, I do not like bugs, okay? I don't like spiders. I don't like ants. I don't like none of it, okay? I can't deal with it. So I was like, I'm going to go stay with my mama. I'm not staying here. I'm not staying in this house. And I think I ended up staying with my mom for like 2 or 3 weeks until we finally, because we were trying to take measures to get rid of the ants. But because it's a certain type of ant, it's almost like a termite. You have to call the people, and they have to do a whole thing, okay? So anyways, that broke down. And then I think my dishwasher broke down. My sink broke. It was just like left and right. Like things in the house started to crumble. And it just happened all of a sudden. And at the time I couldn't understand, like, why am I losing? What is going on? And then slowly, you know, other things in my life started to crumble. It started to burn just like that forest. And now looking back on it a couple years later, I'm like, okay, I know why that happened, because it needed to be destroyed so that this new thing could emerge. Now, at the time, I could have flipped out. I probably did a couple times. But, you know, I kept in the back of my mind that something good was going to happen, that I was going to have the life of my dreams, that something was going to bloom. But a lot of people going through something of that magnitude, you know, you may freak out. You may lose. You may become really, really upset because you're losing something that you thought of was of value, that was important. But the thing about it is that we start losing things in order to bring in, the universe is like trying to replace. So it's like you have too much stuff in your bag. So you take some stuff out so that you can put some new stuff in. Or like when you get rid of, like you have in your closet, like you want a new wardrobe, you might have to start taking some of that stuff out. You might have to lose some because the universe is going to make room for this new thing in your life. You can't have both. It's maybe there's not enough room, or it's just not the way it's supposed to go down. So anyways, you lose something, and this is one of those times where you may want to freak out and you want to, you know, you're just like, I can't handle it. So what ends up happening is, you know, you stop putting in the work. You're so focused on this thing that you lost that you're not focused on what you are about to gain. So it's really important that you put in the work. So at these moments when you're manifesting, you're like, hey, I want a new house. I want a new car. I want a new spouse. I want to find the love of my life. So when you are doing those things, you may lose some. You're going to maybe lose some other things so that for that new thing to come in. It's like moving space. It's moving space, moving the car out of the garage so that the new car, putting the old car out of the garage so that you could put the new car in. And so it's really important that at that time, if you know, when you're manifesting, if you lose something, not to lose your mind. Go back to the inner work. Remind yourself, okay, I just lost this thing. That's okay, because I am about to gain something else. So I'm going to focus 100% on what I'm about to gain. That's putting in the work, guys. That's putting in the work. So, okay, I lost this. I'm looking at this. I want a new house. So I'm going to focus on getting that new house. I'm going to, you know, affirm it. I'm going to write about it. I'm going to script. I'm going to visualize living in that new house. Now, another thing that ends up happening when we are manifesting is that we start to get challenges. Challenges start to come in the way, in the 3D world. Like they start to show up like clockwork, okay? So for instance, you may be, let's say that you're manifesting your specific person. And now all of a sudden, you look on Instagram, things were going great. Like, ooh, this new person, I got this new person. And then you get on Instagram and you check social media and boom, they have a picture with a third party, somebody else. And you are like devastated. Oh my God, I can't believe this. You, right then in that moment, you just have to do the work. You just have to do the work. And I'm going to be talking more about third parties and what that actually means in the manifesting world, because sometimes third parties come in the form of people. They become in the form of things. And so we're going to be we'll talk more about that on another video. I'll do that one really soon. But it's really important that when those challenges pop up, okay, I'm really close, like he even texted me, or he liked a photo, or, I thought we had something going, but then you have this picture. You have to do the work. So you don't like seeing them with the third party. You're going to put in all the work that they're completely committed, devoted to you. You're going to put in all of the work. You're going to look at the situation and you're going to say, okay, I don't like this old story. This one doesn't work for me. So now I'm going to do the work and I'm going to believe the story that I want. And this may require that you have to completely rewrite the story that you were going to do. Okay. Also, it's just, just really, I'm not going to go, this video is already too long, I feel like. But anyways, I'm just going to let you guys know, like, when those challenges pop up, when you are struggling, I'm just going to give you guys a couple tips. When your 3D world is not aligning up to your manifestation, what you're trying to manifest, you're going to have to work on it. If you see something in the 3D world that is bugging you, that is not aligning with what you're manifesting, you're going to re-script out a new story, okay? You're going to write the story that you want to happen. You're not going to be fooled. 3D world is an illusion, okay? The 3D world is an illusion, so we're not going to get stuck in the 3D world. What we're going to do is we're going to flip that story around. You're going to rewrite the story that you want to happen. You're going to retell that story to yourself. Okay. Whatever that is, you're going to affirm over and over and over. Write out your affirmations, guys. If 3D world is not showing you, you're still not seeing income coming in, you're broke, all of that, you're not going to tell yourself that broke story anymore. Even if 3D world is not yet caught up to your manifestation, no, I'm a millionaire. I have thousands of dollars come to me every single day. I do not worry about my bills. I always have more than enough money. I'm able to share it with others in the world. I always have more than enough to buy exactly what I want. We're going to focus. You just got to put that focus. Use your brain power, guys. Use your brain power to make this thing happen for yourself, okay? You can do it. I believe in you, all right? And if you like what you heard, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Click the bell so that you are notified every time I make a video. Also visit www.CelineMonique.com if you would like one-on-one coaching with me. Also, if you want to get into any of my courses or if you want to, just check it out. Check out my podcast, Manifesting Bubble. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings.